Hello there, and welcome to another Starfield video. Today we're going to be taking a look at another subscriber ship. This is the Celestia by Nolgroth. I hope I'm saying your name right. I apologize if I'm not. So Nolgroth has a blog where he shows some of the ships he has built in Starfield. And I took a quick look, and I'm like, well, there's some content for me for the next couple of weeks. No, but in all seriousness, the ships are really cool. I chose this one just because I do hope, hopefully, if this video goes okay and he likes it, he won't mind if I review his other vessels. But I just like the look of this and the kind of like the lore behind it. So like he has a very detailed kind of like description of the ship, like his head cannon and his overview and how difficult, like very thorough. Like I have to give you props, Nolgroth. It was very easy to follow. It kind of reminded me of like when you're building Lego. But yeah, I'll leave a link in the description to his website or to the blog, and you can see the ship in all of its glory and some of the ships. But anyway, let's get into it. So, I'll read a little bit of brief of kind of like what his inspiration for this vessel was. So he says the Celestia is a B-class multi-purpose vehicle. It's a competent fighter, cargo, transport, and passenger ship all at once. He said it's inspired, or he, I'm assuming he, I apologize if it's not a he, she, they, I do apologize. They said that it's inspired by the Galaxy-class freighter from Wing Commander Privateer. I have never played that game, so I can't say. I can't confirm or deny, but I'm going to go with that they know what they're talking about. And then the headcanon was that it was a Galactic-class civilian transport built by Deimos in the Sol system. It's a sleeper favorite of explorers, bounty hunters, and their adventures. And I have to agree. It's a very cool-looking ship, and it definitely gives that vibe of it could do a lot of things. Feel like you could kit it for various different roles. Currently, it's obviously kitted more towards like a little bit of cargo capacity and some transport. If we take a look at the stats, so it's got a fuel of 210, which is pretty good. That's the sweet spot, in my opinion, when it comes to fuel, and Nolgroth also seems to think that. Got a little fuel tank at the back. I really like the placement of it. Hull of 754. Now, this is quite low for a hull. It's not bad, but it's not, like amazing. I think part of the builds with a lot of Nolgroth ships is they like to base it off of other ships and use specific parts. Kind of like, like as a... If you ever buy those, there's like... I'm pretty sure you can buy like models or certain things, and then you can buy like an upgrade kit, and they show you like how you can upgrade it from one to the other. So this is based off... I'm trying to see if what ship it is based off of. They said they can't remember. But yeah, so it's... I know in some of the other vessels, he like... Are they... Sorry. I'm assuming it's a he, but I could be wrong. But, yeah, so it's very cool. Anyway, the hull wise, it's like I was saying, I got carried away there. The hull it's pretty adequate. Like the thing is, what I quite like about this too is like clearly they're using parts from specific ships with the engine and stuff. Like for instance, it's got a B-class reactor with 21 power. Now it doesn't have the best reactor by any stretch of the imagination, but I quite like it because it fits in the Starfield. Like it looks like it fits. And from a kind of a design point, it makes sense. Like, you'll come across very few default ships in the Starfield universe that have everything maxed. The only exception is the higher tier vessels, and most of them are only put there as a kind of for you to fight. So it's got a crew of 5, which is quite small for a ship of this size. Now, you could obviously improve upon that by adding some turrets and stuff, but I'm assuming they didn't want to do that, because with how kind of low the reactor is, it's kind of running kind of bare minimum power. I'm assuming this is the stock version of the vessel, and like, if you want to kit it out, you can. It's got a jump range of 19 light years, which isn't too bad, given that this is a transport and also can do some passenger missions. Doesn't really matter about how long it takes to get there, as long as it gets there. Shield's quite low. It's got 440 shields. Again, I like it. I like that it's not like the be-all end-all. It makes it quite affordable. And then it's got 4 particle weapons, sorry. It's got 2 mounted on the cockpit, 1 on the top, 1 on the chin, and then 2 mounted behind there on the weapon mount. So the price, if you were to make this, it's around 180k without perks, which is very nice. So let's go check it out. So as you can see, really, really cool design. I'm definitely, hopefully the next time I check, because I know when I was talking to them initially, they were like saying that they had, this was a while ago, I think they were saying they had some designs that they needed to kind of just jot down. And I don't know if this is, because currently I think there was 3 on their blog. Hopefully they can do more, because like they're really like, Nolgroth, your ships are very, very nice, amazing looking. They fit into the aesthetic, which the thing is, it's not inherently hard to make something look like it fits into the aesthetic in some ways. When you go small, it's not too, but the bigger you make a ship, the harder it is. And they did a phenomenal job. Like, if I was a modder, I would definitely be hitting you up and being like, yo, can I like add these ships into a mod pack and add them into the game? Because I could 100% seeing like some like random like explorers flying versions of these ships, you know, out in the middle of nowhere, or like bounty hunters like having like modified versions, like really, really cool. Alright, there's a quick jump there. I was just taking some screenshots of the ship. So it will be interesting if you can let me know, Nolgroth, in the comments, like, when building it, obviously with some of your other ships, you base them off of specific ships. Was it, when you were building this, were you like lower level, and that's why you had certain choices, like say with these cargo options, or was it that you kind of went for a more like realistic approach, not using the best of the best? You may have probably mentioned it in your blog. I did read it, but it was a while ago, and I am very bad memory. So if you did mention that in your blog, I do apologize. I'm basically asking you something you already answered. But if you didn't, yeah, it'd be just nice to know, because yeah, it's a very nice. So in we go. So we've got the Deimos entryway. Very nice. And then in we go. So immediately we are greeted by an infirmary, Deimos Infirmary. This is all Deimos, which is very nice. We got some medical beds here if your crew gets injured. And then if we head off to the left here, we have, I believe this is a living quarters, Deimos living quarters. Sarah and Andrea are just kind of vibing. Hello there, cool. And then if we go the other side here, I believe we have a workshop, is it? No, this is a, yeah, no, workshop. We've got the research lab, the spacesuit workbench, industrial workbench, and the weapon workbench, which is very nice indeed. And then if we keep heading this way, now I did know that they mentioned that they have the ladder is set up in a way that it makes the ship easy to navigate. Now I didn't fiddle too much with the ship building it, so hopefully it is the way you intended on it. So we can go down or we can go up. So we're gonna go down real quick. So we get down here with the engine room. I really like that they put the engine room at the bottom. It's very, very cool. Even though like in space there is technically no bottom to space unless you're close to a planet, I do like having the engine room at the bottom. I feel like it's just like that thing that even on modern ships and like medieval ships and stuff, they always kind of put all the, you know, like in World War II or even like the more prominent wars of today, they always put the essential stuff in the bottom because, you know, they're the most safe. Well, somewhat safe. They're not safe from torpedoes anyway. And we've got the docking port there, and then we're going to go up. We're going to go up, and we'll check that in a second. We go up one more level. So here we have the control station here. Got that extra crew capacity. And then back here we have the computer core. I really like the Deimos computer core. Not a lot of ships actually make use of the Deimos one, or even the Stroud Eklund one, which is very nice. Reminder, run diagnostic, record. Okay, someone likes to record. Also, that sound, oh my dear lord, that sound brings me back to Fallout. Oh, yeah, flashbacks. Anyway, and then we go back down here. And we have Another, this is an all-in-one berth, I believe. And this is just for the, they. I really need to, like, confirm beforehand, just so I don't offend anyone. They're just there. I added as a kind of an extra passenger slot. Just making sure I didn't forget anything. I don't think I did. No, I didn't. Okay, we're good. We just double check. Look out from the outside. Yeah, no, we're good. Okay, cool. And then finally, through here, we have the Deimos cockpit. Very nice cockpit, I've said many times. Very cool. It's raining. Okay, we're going to take it off, see how she performs in space. I feel like I need to change up my style. It's been quite a while since I've been rocking this outfit since, like, pretty much the start of my first playthrough, or this style. Anyway, as always, I have a perk that increases my power by 5, so for the sake of this review, I'm going to be removing 5 power once we get into space.
We're locking into orbit now.
So I'm going to remove a little bit of power from the particles. So we have more than enough power currently. Shields are being a bit finicky, I don't know why. So weapon-wise, we only have those particles. But they're very beefy. And then speed-wise, we've got a base speed of 150. We're using A-class engines. Boost speed of almost 600. Caps at about 590. Very nice. Quick little agility test. It's quite agile. I don't believe it's 100% agility. This is probably like kind of like a 6 or 7. A roll there. Again, not too bad. And then the profile of it is very, very good. Alright, so we're going to head down to the planet now, and I will show you how it was built. Alright, so here we have it. So something I should have noted when I built this, I wasn't sure if Nolgroth used the 200 cm ballast cargo, which are these ones here. Now, I went with the shielded because at the time I didn't have, when I was building them, I didn't have the ones. So these are pretty interchangeable. In the original one, he had these ones. Obviously, they give a little bit more, 245 versus 190. But yeah, just as a heads up. The one thing I will say, I don't know if I don't know if they have done the quest line or if they've been to the location where you get these, but it would be a kind of a cool upgrade to have, just, you know, have a little bit of smuggling. Anyway, so we split the ship up into multiple sections. So at the top of the vessel, we have 2 of these SA-4330 engines for Slate Aerospace. A-class, 2 power, 15,240 engine thrust, and 3,220 maneuvering thrust. Now these are set up in this way where they're basically flipped like that. Let me show you, it's a bit fiddly. They're flipped like that. And then in front of them we've got some Stroud braking engines. Then we've got a Deimos Spine A, and then 1, 2, 3 Deimos Spine Bs, and then a Deimos Tail A. Second level of the vessel, we have 3 of the 4 weapons. They're all PB-100 neutron beams. Ballistic Solution Incorporated, B class, 3899.99 range. I think that range is slightly off because of a perk I have. 2.5 fire rate, 23 hull and shield damage, and 3 power. And for the habitat modules, we have the Control Station Deimos 2x1 and the Computer Court Deimos 2x1. We've got the R3000 Alpha Grav Drive from Relodyne, A class, 9 power, 23 jump thrust, which gives us 19 light years in the current configuration. We have the Z Machine 200 reactor from Amandon, B class, 20. I just want to double check this actually. Okay, that is correct. So it's the Z Machine 2000 reactor from Amandon, B class, 21 power, 610 hull. Very nice. And then for the storage, we've got 4 of these Store Max 40 cargo holds that give 245 each. And then for the structural pieces, we have this Deimos cowling here. We have 2 more of them on that side, each side. We have 2 of these PB-100 neutron beams, 1 each side. And then we have the Deimos Hull A, 2 of them there and there. The third level of the vessel, we have the DS-20.3 Phobos cockpit. I went with this cockpit because it is the highest one you can get. 280 cargo, 2 holst or 2 crew. And then we have another one of those weapons, the mounted underneath, PB100s. Behind it, we've got the Deimos all-in-one berth 2x1, the 1x1 companionway, infirmary, workshop, and all-in-one berth. And then we have 2 more of those engines there, one each side. We've got the 500T helium-3 tank there. We've got 2 more of these store max storage options here, 2 of the 50s. These ones are slightly different. These ones give 320. And then, obviously, like I was saying, you can go with the... Initially, they had the normal 200s there. I initially didn't have them, but you can slot them on. But I kind of like having a little bit of a shielded cargo. But obviously, it is Nolgroth's ship, so we're going to have to put them there. Like so, perfect. And then for the structural pieces, we've got 2 of these Deimos bumpers, starboard 4. 4 of these Stroud engine bracers, A's. And then we've got 2 of these Stroud braking engines right there. And then the bottom of the vessel, we have the Deimos engine bay A 3x1. The 120 LD landing bay from Deimos. We have the deflector SG-30 shield generator from Sexton Shield System, A class, 5 power, 440 shield, which is very nice. And then for the landing gear, we have 2 of these Hope 6 landing gear, Hope Tech, 2 landing thrust each, and then 2 of these ACU-11 landing gear from Stroud Eklund, 2 each. And then for the for the structural pieces, we've got 5 of these Deimos bellies, 3 pointed forward, 2 pointed backwards. Now to put this all together, you would just grab this and you slap this like so that the engine basic or the back section of the landing bay sits above that. And then next we grab this and sim again. They just kind of line up. Basically the this computer core sits directly on top of the infirmary. And then finally we have this part here. Grab all these. And the way this sits is the tail sits on top of the fuel tank, and then these kind of go the whole way up, and then yeah. So that was the ship. Really, really cool ship. Very simple to build, thanks to your tutorial, Nolgroth. If you want to comment, and I will pin it, and you can let me know if I made any mistakes. I will also leave a link to your blog so people can check it out and check out some of your other ships. And yeah, hopefully you keep kind of building more ships, because I really like how you're very good at building ships. So as always, guys, don't forget to subscribe if you like this sort of content, and check out some of my other videos. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.